These latest graphics from GTA 6 look amazing. That's not GTA 6. That's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as of course, that's what some people are expecting as just the taste of the larger political and societal disarray that a lot of people are expecting within just 43 days from now. As politically, there are a lot of just absolutely wild, bonkers, absurd developments, especially when it comes to the crazy people trying to take Donald Trump's life, that the DOJ is now advertising that they're also offering $150,000 on the bounty of. There's also 5 assassination teams. Wait, what? Excuse me, what's really going on here? Well, that's where we're going to be doing our best to get into in this specific video. As Politico today is reporting that the suspect in Donald Trump's second attempted taking of his life is, quote, urging others to finish the job. Now, how is he urging them to do it? Well, the DOJ conveniently just did the marketing and advertising for him, as they just released a letter from this lunatic saying, hey, guys, everyone out there, hey, you right there, you, $150,000 on the bounty on the head of Donald Trump. First thing that comes to mind automatically, why are you releasing this? Why are you advertising this? As the FBI and other federal organizations tied into the DOJ, along with the DOJ themselves, previously have censored content because it was too political, especially when it had to deal with a special kind of protected group of individuals that you can't even mention here on YouTube, especially when it came to their major acts of mass violence that were censored. But you're telling me that the address to the world from a lunatic that tried to take Donald Trump's life is going to be advertised and made public by the DOJ? This says prosecutors are saying that this chilling handwritten letter that has been conveniently made public to everyone was left in a letterbox that also contained other tools, building materials left at his home unattended. Now, a very interesting tidbit here that points to the possibility of some kind of larger conspiracy afoot here is that the message also, quote, denigrated Trump's moral character and faulted him for his policies towards Iran. Yes, you heard that correctly. Oh, how convenient. Are you connecting the dots right now? Are you seeing the larger picture? Can you take a little step back here and now correlate everything that we've been telling you from the first attempted taking of Donald Trump's life, especially with the larger kind of nudge by the establishment, always saying Iran. Very conveniently, the country that they have always wanted to attack, always wanted to bomb. As of course, now this latest development is very convenient for the national security neoconservative state that also wanted to pin the blame on all of this on them. The letter states that this lunatic failed you by not taking the life of Donald Trump, and then said, quote, it is now up to you guys to finish the job. Here's how much money I'll pay you guys to do it. Again, why are you doing this? As this is a man connected to the Ukrainian government, the Ukrainian military, and literally was paying people to go fight for the U.S. proxy war in Ukraine. As this deranged lunatic also talks about how in the bare minimum, the U.S. president must embody the, quote, moral fabric that is America and be kind, caring, and selfless and is always standing for humanity. The guy tried to take his life. Okay, this guy clearly deranged lunatic, even if he did or didn't write the letter, which now I am personally questioning myself. As this lunatic also talks about how Trump ended relations with Iran like a child, and now the Middle East is, quote, unraveling. As of course, this lunatic also self-published a book last year that probably the DOJ will be doing a book tour about now. Will the DOJ now be doing book signings at Costco and Barnes and Nobles for this guy as well? Because that's essentially what they're doing here. As in the book, this lunatic also specifically talked about Iran. He talked about the Iran nuclear weapons program, the Iran nuclear weapons deal, which again, there's a larger misconnect here, especially when it comes to just some of the logical fallacies that on face value don't make sense here. Iran is a major supporter of Russia. They are one of their major weapon supporters, one of their major drone supporters. Ukrainians are really pissed off at Iran and have even threatened Iran with the overwhelming support that Iran is giving to Russia. This guy is an overzealous supporter of the Ukrainian military and government, to the point where he, of course, is dedicating his entire life trying to pay people to go over there to fight on behalf of Ukraine. So how could you also, at the same time, be in support of Ukraine's biggest enemies and rivals? Logically, this just doesn't make sense. But again, this guy, again, could be just a lunatic, which he probably is. He also has a long rap sheet, as now the investigation is in the hands of the FBI that, according to the governor of Florida, are standing in his way from investigating the matter himself. And we really do have to question, why is this letter being released the way it is? As I even feel weird talking about it, as it propagates a larger kind of bounty that only propagates and, in my opinion, endangers the former president of the United States that much more. As the governor of Florida even came out and talked about the larger kind of possible conspiracy here, as other sheriffs also have made similar comments, with the governor of Florida announcing this just a few days ago on Fox News.
Are the feds being cooperative with your investigation? Are you concerned that you're not getting the information you need?
The answer is no, they're not being cooperative. Yes, I am concerned. I mean, for example, we were rebuffed, our investigators were rebuffed just going to the fence line outside of Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. And so I think they've taken the position, they don't want the state of Florida to be involved in this. But here's the thing, there were multiple violations of Florida law across multiple jurisdictions.
It's almost as if the feds have something to hide here, which I think they do, especially with their latest kind of strange behavior here with the release of this letter. That truly is very concerning about what is going to be happening in between now and the next 43 days, where anything and everything can happen. This, as it's fair to say, that there's a larger geopolitical push to start a foreign conflict, a foreign war that currently is also ongoing right now in places like Lebanon, where the theater of conflict is surely expanding in very drastic ways, as the Iranians are supporting Hezbollah inside of Lebanon, and there's a lot of sabotage and attacks happening inside of that country that are being orchestrated by America's greatest ally in the region. This, as the bounty on Donald Trump's head, has been something that has been discussed previously, even by an Iranian MP who has offered up a $3 million bounty on President Trump's head. As, let's be honest here, there's no love loss between the Iranians and Donald Trump, especially after the assassination of Soleimani, a major political and military figure inside of Iran. Trump also got rid of the Iran nuclear arms deal. He froze on a lot of their assets. And geopolitically, he made a lot of moves and decisions that a lot of people saw us on the precipice of a war with Iran during his presidency with. There's no denying that. We can't lie about that. We can't obfuscate that. That's the larger truth here. And let's be honest here. The Iranians probably do not want Donald Trump to become the next president of the United States, as of course this will signal more troubles for them geopolitically. And are there factions of individuals within it that are doing things to make sure that he doesn't get elected? Probably. As now there's even a story about the Iranians hacking the Donald Trump campaign and then giving the information to the Kamala Harris campaign, as we still don't know if they were able to utilize or even understand any of that information that was given to them. But that's, of course, again, the official story from the intelligentsia, which I think at this point is worth questioning in itself. As to complicate the matters, U.S. Congressmember Matt Gaetz now is claiming that there are assassination teams inside of the United States, at least 5 of them, that are going after the former president of the United States, as he has also claimed that 3 are actually foreign teams. This, according to a DHS whistleblower that allegedly came to Matt Gaetz and told him this information. Now, here's the clip in its entirety so you get a full understanding of what Congressmember Matt Gaetz is telling the world.
And I'll break a little news for you. I had a senior official from the Department of Homeland Security in my office before the second assassination attempt saying that what he has assessed is that there are 5 known assassination teams in the United States, 3 inspired by other governments, 2 that are here that are known domestic assassination teams. And with that, this individual was coming to me concerned that the force protection around President Trump, even prior to that second assassination attempt, was not sufficient for what it needed to be. And the coordination at that level, at the dignitary protection level, is like the bare minimum that we have to do to keep our presidents, our presidential candidates safe while they're on the trail.
So there are 5, I just want to follow up, 5 assassination teams. Are they all targeting Trump? Is it other officials?
Yes. No, wow. I should have been clear about that. 5 teams that we know are targeting Trump. And so that raises real questions about why certain teams were being pulled off of the Trump detail and put on, for example, the Jill Biden detail. Now, we don't want anything bad to happen to Jill Biden, but at the same time, the threat envelope for her was substantially different than the threat envelope around President Trump, and it would not have necessitated pulling assets away from the Trump detail for the Jill Biden detail or the John Bolton detail or any other details that were beefed up. At the same time, the requests from the Trump detail and from the Trump campaign for more security were going unanswered.
Yeah, as I'm left listening to that, being, wait, what? How? Assassination teams? Like, okay, and you know, why aren't we stopping these people? As there's a lot of political disarray and chaos this election cycle, and it's fair to say, especially with some of these kind of teams out there, anything and everything could happen between now and November 5th. Now, the information that we're getting from this DHS official highlighting different teams that are there to take out Donald Trump really is very concerning. Now, are some of the teams connected to Iran, Ukraine, Pakistan? Again, we still are waiting for initial confirmation of what really was going on here. Still, there's a larger push to blame Iran for all of this. This, as we keep hearing about failure after failure and coincidences after coincidences related to a lot of these events, which really do start making a lot of people question the reality of what the establishment is trying to get us to believe here, as it's fair to say that the lack of accountability, the lack of transparency, the lack of answers, even for motive surrounding the first attempt on Donald Trump, or even just clear answers to exactly what happened here, do highlight a very worrying, concerning situation, not just for former President Donald Trump, but of course the future of this particular country. This as Donald Trump has announced that he's going to be holding fewer rallies than in the past runs when he was running for the presidency in 2016 and 2020. Why is he doing this? Well, there's literal talks about assassination teams out there from foreign governments trying to take his life. And if I'm Donald Trump, I'm doing a lot less rallying as well, a lot less public appearances, which a lot of these kind of attempts on his life could be done in a way to, of course, affect his political chances. As the less you're campaigning, the less you're getting out there to the general public that will be deciding your future. As Donald Trump, according to some polls, is winning in the key battleground states and is favorite to win the U.S. presidential election, as his opponent, Kamala Harris, has just challenged him to another presidential debate on CNN that she agreed to. Now, will Donald Trump agree to this? Well, he's up in the polls, and he, of course, will have more to lose if he says yes. Now, personally, I want to see a debate. I want to see more conversations. I want to have more content to respond to, but strategically, I don't think Donald Trump will do this, especially with the less events that he's holding, the less publicity that he's doing, and, the many attempts on his life that are also happening as well. As Politico today is also reporting about, quote, communication failures. Failures, really? Again? Failed again? Coincidence? Again? A lapse? Again? Complacency? What? Really? No. I don't buy it. Still a lot of very serious questions here. It's important to see members of Congress bring this information forward. It's important to see governors saying, no, we're going to actually investigate what actually happened here. The Feds stand in our way. We're going to tell everybody. And I think that is absolutely critically important, as the support of these individuals is as just imperative. As building communities, getting to know like-minded individuals is extremely important. And this is why we're doing another meetup this Friday here in Miami, Florida, 7 p.m. in South Beach. So, yeah. If you're a member of LukeUnfiltered.com, we're all going to be hanging out. We're all going to be sitting down and relaxing and talking to each other and sharing some food. You could join us. You could actually meet people in real life that are like-minded individuals like yourself here in South Florida this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The location of where we are going to be meeting in real life is going to be revealed the day before, so stay tuned for that. Sign up to LukeUnfiltered.com. You also get the ability to call into our show, and you will get the ability to be a part of our show later on today, 6 p.m. Eastern, with Dinesh D'Souza. So stay tuned for that. And a lot more, all here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechanged. Sign up right now to LukeUnfiltered.com. Truly, you don't have no idea the chaos that's going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about, but there are very serious efforts to try to take us down that actually might take us down. And I'm not just saying that facetiously. You have no idea the amount of stress and pressure that I've been under. One day I'll tell you guys exactly what's been kind of going on here, but it is not easy. It's not good. A bunch of people signed up. It really does mean the world to us, and it really might make the biggest difference when it comes to us just even surviving here. Again, I told everyone this election cycle is going to be crazy. And it is already crazy. And you see what happened to other alternative medias. There's other things happening behind the scenes that are devastating to me, to us, to We Are Change. And it's really not easy. Your support, your prayers are more important than ever. And they truly do mean a lot to us. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your prayers, for your support, for you guys signing up to LukeUnfiltered.com. Truly, you guys, no idea how crazy it is. It's wild. But truly, deep down, thank you so much for sharing, signing up, and being here with me. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechanged.